3 a.m., January the 2nd, 1952, Terre Haute, Indiana, Rosa Mae Wead gave birth to her last child. Timothy Robert Wead completed the family. 3 months later, we moved to Indianapolis. They say that people tend to remember the good things from childhood. If there was a happy place for the Wead boys, it was probably the 7 years in Indianapolis. We moved into the new district parsonage in April. A benign, kindly Dwight Eisenhower stood guard as president that whole time. The Soldiers and Sailors Monument downtown seemed like the center of the universe. The old box house in Terre Haute gave way to a modern suburban mansion with a breezeway connecting to a garage. Mom was beside herself. We left many memories in Terre Haute, and not everyone survived the transition. There was another member of the family that seldom lined up for Dad's 8mm camera. In Terre Haute, we had a dog named Skippy, a lovable mongrel who lived outside. Skippy found a new sport in Indianapolis, chasing cars. Nothing we said could dissuade her. Within 2 years, the inevitable accident occurred. We rushed her broken body to the vet, but Skippy was gone. At first, we had the street all to ourselves. We had a lot of lawn to mow. Jim, Bill, and yours truly, Doug, each took turns while Tim ran the fire brigade and Mom made lemonade. In time, our new house sparked a building frenzy. We all spent our early childhood summers waking to the sounds of buzzsaws and banging hammers. In time, the empty fields gave way to massive subdivisions. There were fleeting moments when Dad knew he could stop being a preacher and become a millionaire in the housing industry. But they were only fleeting moments. In our new house, Jim and Bill shared a room, and so did Tim and I. At nighttime, they listened to Tarzan on the radio. We were considered too young, so we made up our own stories, whispering in the dark until Mom's threats grew too severe. On June 2nd, 1953, Queen Elizabeth II was coronated in London. Roy Wead bought our first television set. We sat in Mom and Dad's bedroom and watched with amazement. Dad was still district superintendent for the Assemblies of God in Indiana, opening a new church every month. He was gone on weekends, taking one of the boys with him. There were a lot of outdoor groundbreaking ceremonies and large potluck dinners where the Christian women tried to outcook each other, us kids being the winners. Mom had wanted a girl. She had been so sure that her unexpected last arrival was the one, she had even given her a name, Catherine Jo Nell, after her only cousin. But with the arrival of Tim, Rosa Mae seemed to accept God's wisdom, enjoy a sense of humor, and take pride in her family. Thanksgiving was sumptuous, and days later, our grandmother, Willa, came in to take over while Mom went on a statewide tour of her women's missionary groups. Mama, as we called her, made the Christmas season magic. Homemade peanut butter cookies for Jim, chocolate chip cookies for Bill, sugar cookies for me. At first, Tim, who'd been used to having Mom all to himself, didn't like it one bit. But Christmas, as in Terre Haute, was sheer delight. It would be Mom's last tour as state president. In April 1954, she would resign her position, saying that there were many who could do her job as a women's missionary leader, but only one who could be the mother to her children. In her monthly column in the Envoy, she would quote from a poem called Mother's Boys. Keep your fair home with its order, its freedom from bother and noise, and keep your fanciful leisure, but give me my 4 splendid boys.